Tail making time. All I'm using is a tackle box insert. Seems to work well. There's a bit of flex and a bit of strength to them. Nice and easy. Draw around the insert. Pick that up afterwards. Take off the sharp corners. Scratch the excess off. Hit it with some crappy sandpaper. Pick it off with a nail in a second. There we go. So we need to join these eyelets together to make a pivot point. Quite simple. Little tweak. Should be enough. Try not to move them too much because I don't really want to weaken the wire at all. Now it comes to marking out the eyelet holes. Got the X's on the jig already. One there, one there, one there. In the middle one, I basically do it by eye because if it's not exactly right, I can always bend it in when it's inside it. When it's this small, my eye's pretty good, most of the time anyway. It's always a lot stronger when you put an eyelet in. You do it on an angle. That's what I'm doing now. These ones, however, I do dead straight. Double check the depth. Everything's good. The eyelets I get from Kingston lures, I do twisted wire at times, but I find that works better and a lot easier with these lures. So now I've got my holes marked. This insert, I always sand a bit flatter. That's about right. Maybe a mil closer. I've still got the hole there. In order to get the sections closer together when I put the eyelets in, I always like to put a little divot in this. Give these a bit of a round out so the glue can sit in there better. Only needs to be small. What I like to do now is dig the holes out a little bit. It usually gives you more chance to get a bit more glue in there. Screw in eyelets. Most of your strength is in your thread, but what I like to do is put a bit of glue around the top of it. It just stops it from twisting, to be honest. By doing this, get a bit more glue in the thread as well. Creates a bit of a hole for the glue to go in. I always use 24-hour arrow dot. It just gives you more strength. Try to put a bit of a dop in there first. Push it in. Screw counterclockwise. Helps push it in. When it comes to putting it in, a couple of twists to start off with. Finish it off with a drill. You can make up little tools for the same job, but I don't see the point. Finish putting it in by a bit of pair of pliers. Little spring I use just to hold everything nice and straight. And finish it off with the pliers. Brush off the excess with a nail. Done. Put a little bit in the tail. Fill in the gaps. Sweet, nice and done. Just got to wait till tomorrow to get it all done. Hopefully, well, there's this. I'll put the glide bait together nicely. Quite happy the way it looks. Shape, pretty good. Now I need to put it in the hardening solution. All I do is I dip it in here twice. Makes the wood harder and also makes it waterproof. So when I do all the weighting to get the sink correct, it won't clog up and waterlog. I've put all the trebles on, split rings, to try and get an accurate weight. I'm now going to do a bit of a water test to see how she sinks. I put 4 size 1 sinkers on. Doesn't want to sink just yet. So we'll do 6. Should be enough. These swim baits are more of a flathead sort of style lure at the moment. We'll catch Murray cod and everything else, but nice little sink rate there. Probably a little bit more weight on the front and it'll be done. So what I've done now is I've squeezed down my sinkers so they're a bit smaller. This makes them go in the belly better. Got to mark out centered where they're going to go. Drill the holes. It's pretty good. Check to see if the first one goes in alright. That'll sit nicely when it's finished. In saying that, we'll go a bit deeper. Sweet. Now get some tape and mark my depth. Double check that's right. Perfect. Five. Shit. This one's got to be quite close to there. Not going to work. It's going to go on the nose. Place them in. A bit of a tap with a hammer.